What's up, guys? Sean P here. Welcome to Brick by Brick. Yo, guys, it's been getting busy for me, and it's so nice. I'm about 6 months in. I want to say I've written about 5 or 6 deals, and I've got a bunch of active buyers. I got a big one that I'm about to firm up, which feels really good from just like basically a sign call, which is so sweet. And, I've been thinking a lot about customer service this week because I did something that was purely just like me doing something that, frankly, I kind of didn't want to do. I thought it was going to be a bit of a waste of money, and I don't like wasting money. And yet I have had an awesome response. I've got these 2 clients. Both of them are very particular in their needs, which is a challenge into itself, but they're awesome clients and I really want to do right by them. So we talked about how we were going to find the right property, and I said I would do some direct to seller prospecting. Originally I was going to knock on doors, but then I started to look at the doors that I'd have to go to in trying to find them the product that they need. It just didn't make sense. One of them was this neighborhood. It's like super spread out. It's nowhere near my home. So it'd be like drive for 35 minutes, then walk 100, 150 feet between each door. Like, it just, time for value ratio, upper end neighborhood. So price points there, but people aren't going to be home. So I'd be doing it on like evenings and weekends. I'm like, it sounds all great, but I'm just not going to get around to it. You know what I mean? And then the other one was like condos in a couple specific buildings. And it just, again, didn't really line up. It's like I'm not going to be able to get in. I don't feel like getting chased around or having people pissed off at me. So I decided to do this thing that I hadn't really done much of, which was direct to owner mail, like just sending literally mail to people. Now, I've done this for commercial properties. So the play is like you go and find ownership's names. You do an addressed piece of mail to the individual being like, hi, Mr. David, whatever. I see you own 2237 Gerrard. I have a client who's interested in low-rise apartment buildings, 10 to 30 units. Would you consider selling it? I've had success there. Actually works really well. What I used to do in Toronto is I used to find their home address. So I'd like get the ownership on the building, then I'd search the ownership's name for other buildings and find one that seemed like their house, and I'd go drop it at their house. Anyways, ton of legwork. But here I can't do that for entire streets for obvious reasons. So I did a unaddressed mail drop for both these 2 clients. It's interesting because I got this cool sample size where I had one that went to a bunch of like 1.5 to 2.5 million dollar homes, and I delivered about 850 of those. And then I had another one that went to a bunch of 450 to 650,000 dollar condos, and I did about 850 of those. And I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 calls. I was like, I just blew through $500. I spent about $200 on postage and $250 on printing. So whatever, by the time you're done, right? So I did all that, and I dropped them off. They went out in the mail basically end of last week. And then I've been getting phone calls basically since then. I had one come in on Friday, and then I had 1 or 2 over the weekend. I had 1 or 2 more so far today. So here's where I'm at. 6 phone calls, 2 were agents. The agents basically were like, hey, here's my client's property. One of them was already on MLS, the other one isn't, but so we're trying to figure out if we could put those deals together. Neither of those seemed like a hit, which is fine. And then I booked basically 4 appointments. I know. 2 of the appointments are like 550 to 600 and something condos downtown. You're gonna have to go in and meet them. The 2 appointments that I've booked, one of them's probably 1.8, and the other one's, I don't even know. I got to get the square footage back from her. She didn't know when I had her on the phone, but 2.5, maybe 3. The 2 condos, there's no agent in the conversation so far. I think they're buyers who purchase from the builder, which really helps. And then both of these 2 appointments I have for kind of like the luxury segment, I'll call it, both of those are, again, no mention of an agent so far. One of them is in construction, but he like works for a large builder, so no reason to believe he's got some agent in his sleeve. Maybe he does, but he frankly probably built, like I know he built the house and he works with the builder, so he probably got a deal on the lot and just bought himself. So 4 appointments. And like I've been getting calls today, it's conceivable I'll get a couple more for $500. So anyways, I looked at this and I'm like, okay, well, obviously that's sweet. But then also, I just think it goes to show a couple things. First of all, you know, one agent that I am dear old friends with and just really respect and love, and she's one of my original coaching clients, spent a lot of time with her, and she's just a rock star. She said that her first year, she did like 80 deals, 80. And she said her first year, if she had to say what you should do if you want to write 80 deals, she's just like, say yes. If there's something that a client asks you to do, or if there's something that you want to try, like just be a yes person for the first bit. And you know, I'm sold a lot of real estate, but I'm in a new market, so I'm a new person, right? Like I'm a new agent, so I'm saying yes, and shit, that was cool. And then I also think it just comes down to being a person of service. This could have turned into nothing, and I would have still been pleased as a peach to do it for my clients. They're good people, I care about them, I want to see them do well. And I think a lot of the time we get so caught up in the minutia and the what about me and the like, should I do this? And we forget, like, what would a really good agent do? Because I'm now going to do another one of these for these people. And if that goes well, I'm probably going to start offering this as part of my standard buyer package, because holy crap, like $500 to book 4 listing appointments. I've never heard of that kind of ratio, and I've talked to a lot of lead gen companies. So, damn, that's cool. And it all came because I came from a place of high service and just being like, absolutely, I want to do what's best for my clients. And if this is what is the best, I'm going to do it. And then on top of that, I said yes to something I wasn't sure about. And so, you know, maybe I write 1 deal, maybe I write 2, maybe I write all 4. It doesn't matter. It's still a great return. And even if it wasn't, it would be a great service to my clients. And that's the most important piece. So anyways, I was jacked about that, and I wanted to share it. And as always, I love doing these little videos, and I appreciate the time that you guys spend watching them. My camera's going a little funky on me here. Hold on. There you are. So thank you for watching, and tune in again soon. I'll catch you on the flip side.